Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, we were in the middle of the Fimbulvatier forest, this place right here. Kind of a pristine, photorealistic forest. And oh boy, the monsters here have been kicking my butt. So, by the way, at Maddie Radita's suggestion, I have gone ahead and equipped the Spark Cluster. I'm not really sure whether the enemies here are using water attacks or spark or bolt attacks, but Maddie suggests that giving Perrine the Spark Cluster would be helpful since it does increase the chance of getting critical hits, and Perrine does a whole lot of hitting, and fast hits at that. So maybe that'll help us out. I will go ahead and save the fact that I did that. And oh, which way is going to be the correct path? Nah, it doesn't matter. This isn't like other RPGs with dungeon explorations where if I wind up taking the correct path, I'm not going to hit random encounters backtracking trying to find the alternate path. So let's just go ahead and start with this. Oh boy, all of that trap disarming has used up our travel points. I'm gonna want to get some of those back. You use earth attacks. You suck. So I'm just going to focus on you first. Hold on a sec. Actually, first, Maddie is also suggesting that I go ahead and just use these break attacks when I can because they also do cause a little bit of damage. And I am not opposed to causing also a little bit of damage, especially since it tends to not use up a turn. It just uses up my TP a little bit faster. Let's also do guard break on you. That is a decent amount of damage there. But let's focus on killing you first. Barrier reinforced. Oh, you do have lightning. And now you're dead. That's water. So these guys definitely have water. In fact, I have a water gem. I should consider equipping that since that's a thing. Because... oh, hold on a sec. What we got here? Air cross. I don't necessarily know if we need air resistance, but you could definitely use aqua resistance because, oh my goodness, that is quite a weakness you got there. But what do we replace it with? Light? No, your resistance against light is average. Gaia and Flame are your biggest strengths. In that case, let's swap that out. And what about air? Are either of you really weak against air? You're kind of weak. You're strong. Let's swap the light for the air. It lowered a few stats apparently, but I'm really interested in that elemental resistance. And considering how much trouble I'm having with the rest of the battle, if there's one thing I can try to take care of, it's my weaknesses. No boost for this fight because we're still low on TP. I might want that TP for another trap. These guys. Okay. I know this guy is strong against fire, so not gonna worry about that. Let's break your magic. let's also lower your defense so that we could perhaps take you down faster. And we still need some agility. Oh boy, do we need some agility. Wow, we need some agility. Okay, how about some fire or something? I don't think we'll be able to do the double attack, unfortunately. Okay, we burned him. That's kind of a good thing. Heal. Maybe that other one is not necessarily strong to Priel's attacks, but maybe it had a buff. You know what this game really needs? More information. I would like to see not only their names, but I'd also like to see what spells they're using. That would kind of help me keep track of what I'm being hit with. And also need to be able to see at a glance what buffs and stuff they have on them. Here, let's both recover. Well, you recover at least. EX recover again. Did that get rid of your resistance? I feel like that got rid of your resistance. That's kind of a bummer. Here, let's try this. And... not quite. Yeah, that thing is definitely weak against the other thing. Ooh, you're so close. Okay. Too bad it's gonna go first. Focus. Chain. I was hoping that thing would die. It came close to dying, but now we're just going to take some extra damage that I really didn't want. Oh, healing. Yes, please. Okay, let me take another look at my ether gems. Is there any in particular that would increase speed? No. Seems that these would just be lowering speed. Oh, definitely don't want Leo then. No, I'm gonna say that we got nothing to increase speed right now. Just gotta hope we gain enough levels so that we can get the first turn. Interesting selection of enemies. First things first. Should consider... let's try this. Gonna go against you first. And... we haven't tried light either, have we? Well, you don't have the chain light, though. Let's do wind then. Gotta pay attention to... There it is. Wow. Okay. I should have been using wind this entire time. Level up for Priya, learn Flame Burst, and Luminous Field for Perrine. Alright. Flame Burst. High fire damage to one enemy. It's only used in a chain. And Luminous, whatever it was. That's your hit all enemies light spell. So we can try that in the next fight. Although maybe, maybe not. Because apparently wind is really good. And that is good news to me. Alright, I'm going to say this way leads to treasure or something. It leads to something. Okay, so is that guy going to be weak against wind? Let's see here. Lower your magic. And then attack him. Let's try this. Well, I meant to try wind, but you know what? Sure, let's try light. Apparently, light is also very good. Now, if only we were guaranteed the first turn. Focus. That's got a 3-turn cooldown. And you don't have enough EX to use anything anyway. Okay, focus as well. Might break. That's attack power. Something we kind of didn't want to get lowered. Okay, here's what we'll do. Hopefully survive this. That went beautifully. Maybe I should have been using magic a whole lot more in these fights. For a tribal society is isolated from the rest of the world's advancements, these harpies have developed some sophisticated ways of keeping us out. They have? It's a mistake to look down on them. The frost harpies are beastkin like us, not mindless monsters. But their strong elemental affinity is said to prevent them from wandering far. What, do they evaporate in the sun? Besides, we're not beastkin, we're dragonkin. Like beastkin, but better. Do me a favor and keep those sort of opinions to yourself. We honestly don't know much about why the frost harpies are so insular. But we do know that their society is strictly hierarchical. Oh? Who's the dean of this clown school? What does that even mean? The chief is Izol Samir. She's known for being particularly defiant and resistant to negotiation, which is why the vanguards have resorted to force to retrieve this meteor. Whereas we resorted to force because the alternative is boring. I don't think there was an alternative, actually. We could have sent Relima. Go, Relima! We believe in you! That might have worked. So I notice I've reached 50 saves on this file so far. Some of them don't count though, because I was trying to figure out how the buttons work. Alright. Next. Okay, this is a fight I can handle. I know they're very much weak against wind, which is kind of surprising. Normally trees are a little bit kind of resistant to wind. Otherwise they'd be blowing down all the time. But hey, whatever works. Oh, hold on a sec. We do kind of want to, like, do a little bit of this, perhaps. So that wind will be causing some extra damage. Yes! Now that's what I'm talking about! And another level up. We're getting levels at a decent rate. So what is Vortex? Oh, that's her stronger chain attack. Spell chain, that is. Okay. Not entirely sure if I'm gonna want to use those, although suppose it would be useful if I'm dealing with, like, a single enemy. Yeah, it might be useful against bosses. Alright. Trap. This is why I've been saving all these teleport points, or travel points. I don't trust my ability to evade any of these traps. I don't even know what'll happen if I fail to evade them. I wonder how much damage I'll take. Or if I'll get, like, poisoned or something in the next fight. Oh, there's a dungeon coming up. Like, actual foot part of dungeon. Right after this thing. That's a new one. Once again, it's got that cute, happy cat face. I kind of like this strategy that I have come up with. A little bit of barrier break. Attack that thing down there while she goes ahead and use arrow burst on the one up top. That should leave enough for a chain. 25, 15, yeah. Just enough for a chain. Alright. I am liking where this is going. Okay. So, time to hoof it. Although technically we've been hoofing it anyway, but getting a closer look. So apparently all the monsters in the game are represented as red slimes. Ooh, treasure! Crystal Saber 2. You know, that kind of could be a good indication of how far along in the game we are. There's supposed to be 5 levels of these things. And we're just now finding the first level 2 of these. So this will increase her barrier, as well as possibly higher resistance to crystal. Let's see here. 105%. Yep, it even does that. By the way, I gotta say, it's certainly thrown me off a little that with the elements, higher number means weaker. I'm kind of used to it being like defense, where higher means resistance. Okay, what is her crystal at? 99? Is there anything that she doesn't necessarily need? Air or light? Does she have one of those gems? No. In fact, the other gems are kind of useful to have because some of the enemies use these. Except flame. Kind of think of it, none of the enemies here use flame. So let's go ahead and re-equip the crystal one. Lowers her attack, but she's using a whole lot of magic now. Alright, you. Fighting you. Okay. We can't do the chain thing now. The magic chain, that is, because our EP has gotten kind of low at this point. So I'm gonna still wanna kind of make you a little bit weaker. Oop, I had my hand in the wrong position. I couldn't press the button. That's unfortunate. Here, you need to focus anyway. And you can't focus twice in a row, so attack. Take advantage of the fact that you lowered his stuff. And Priel's paralyzed. Magic reinforce St. Telfel. Okay, we're able to get back in there. So, how about we try out some of this other stuff? Let's start with Tremor and go to... No, you don't have the next level of that. Okay, Flame, and try to get Flame Burst in there. And you, Arrow Burst, and the other thing. I think we're going to want to press D? Yeah, D. I guess that was okay. Oh, ow. Okay, whatever you did there, don't do that again. Oh, what did you do? Boost your attack or something? No idea how that happened. Oi. That leaves me a little bit concerned here. There's still a lot of monsters in the area, and I am going to want to fight every single one of them. Because as long as I'm still getting hit with attacks like that, I could definitely use some levels. Thank goodness your health and EP go up a little after battle. Still though, definitely going to want to heal a little bit more in the next fight possibly. But that'll come after the next episode break. We'll be right back. And when we come back, we will proceed onward through this section of the forest. I wonder if this is going to be the end of this dungeon. Maybe not. I feel like the end of the dungeon will be back on the board with an exclamation mark.